Welcome back to Nintendo. We're playing skylines. In today's video, we're going to be expanding on what we did in the last episode by building some more industrial stuff in our new industrial area, building a new residential area, and then also continuing our train line on to, well, continue on going down further down the line and to eventually where we'll end. But, first start off with our industry here. Just did a front road and their access into our train station here. Just because you want to have as many accesses as you can, and then it just makes it to where instead of needing to go all the way around the block, you can just go straight across the station platform or the overpass to pass over the tracks. And yeah, and then I also put in parking for our tons of factories here, because now there would be a ton of people working here. And I also put commercial just to give a bit of barrier for that between the pollution that our new stuff here that we'll create, and our train station to keep everything looking all nice, even though I purposely chose stuff that has very little pollution. So I pretty much just did our flour mills. I think I did also a farm pasture. I did the glass manufacturing building from the ore industries, and then I also did just throw in the sawmill from the woodworking, or not, forestry industry. What am I saying? Make sure everything's connected. Then also added in parking where I could. Try to maximize that as much as I could, as long as it would look right where I put it. And then with our train line here, like I said, I did expand it. So, add in a second station. This will be the last station on this side of the highway. The rest stations will then be on the waterfront side of the highway, just because I think that's where we'll pretty much just have this suburbs just continue around that entire bay. So that's why this will just continue along here. And then for this road here, I wanted it to go over it, so I just made it to where the road just stayed low. I wish that I could have gotten it lower to where it is when it goes under the highway, but I didn't want to mess with the highway interchange just because I don't think in the base game you can actually do those types of road interactions. So I just wanted to leave it like that, and then I did just make it to where the terrain went up. Originally, I was going to have it to where it was just a level bridge, but I couldn't get it in for one, and two, I realized that we need to also get over the highway. So it would be probably more realistic for them to have just had the train line stay elevated instead of making the highway go elevated to go over it, especially with where this highway exit is to all this stuff. And I mean, the highway, I did also make it to where it needed to go down, so I just brought it down too. So that made it to where everything kind of needed to get edited, but they would have prioritized the train line staying level compared to the highway. And then I just brought it over, and I just got it down to the ground, and I did nothing else with it, because I want to see how this area will develop before I start doing stuff. And then for leveling it out, I just made it to where it was a nice hill. I also moved their station over a bit to where we get a bit of a nicer curve on the track, just because I honestly don't like this with how the station is, in particular, and that the tracks are angled. That's a bit annoying, but we will work around it. I made it to where it looked fairly well, kind of just by making it an S-curve with a big straight part in it being the station. But I would say it turned out pretty nicely. And then for this hill here, I couldn't really smooth it out, so I just was putting concrete all along the side of it just to essentially do something just in this way, because obviously right here, then this would be a big landslide risk for the highway there, so this is their way of securing it by just doing concrete. And really much else with that. And now, see, the reason why I did a bypass station over there, over there, this first station on this line, and I didn't do one over here, is because I'm going to do express trains on this, because this is going to be, it isn't going to be like our other commuter lines where it's going through a highly developed area to where there's going to be tons of people getting on at every stop. This is going to be going through mostly suburbs, so I'm pretty much going to do like every other stop, have the express train stop at, and then have probably bypass stations or one of the bigger stations at the stops where the express train won't be stopping. And I just like that. I figured that it would work out well, just because that's what happens in real life too. If you look at NJ Transit, they have express trains going all the time on their tracks, but that's just how I wanted to do it, and that's just why I kept the station design like that. And then I connected up our roads this way this could get access, and we could actually start getting trains into it. And I mean, not many people use it, which I'm honestly surprised even anyone uses it right now. But that's something that very much surprised me. And then I added in some more parking, as usual. And then for our residents here, I just decided to put a big park along the highway here, just because of the train elevation. I mean, this over right here specifically, it's pretty nice in terms of it not being too crazy compared to other places in this general area, not our city, because our city is honestly pretty flat, but it's fine. I decided to put in a park here, something that I can easily put on a hillside, and also just to help decorate up the side right next to the highway and get some more public services. And I also added in some park and recreation stuff up top near the train station. And I did just continue these suburbs off camera out to where that second train station is, just to help develop this area a bit more quicker. But yeah, that's pretty much it for what I did. Gave services obviously, but here's a fun product. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, make sure to subscribe. Do hope to the next one. Bye!